But moving on to the next topic in the gossip section of this. This is coming from the Sun. This has kind of been rumored for a long time, that Aaron Taylor Johnson, who he's played License to Kick Ass. He played obviously Quicksilver in Avengers: Age of Ultron, got killed off in that film. He was in Kick Ass 1 and 2 as Kick Ass, is the titular character. He's been around. He was in Bullet Train last year, where I feel like that's probably where they were like, he could be James Bond, because I could see him playing that version of the character that he did in that movie, but less psychotic. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was first revealed in 2022 that he emerged as a front runner to play the new James Bond. Brit actor Aaron Taylor Johnson is taking his martinis shaken, not stirred, after being formally offered a job as the new James Bond. Insiders said that the Kick-Ass movie star is expected to accept his role as 007, taking over from Daniel Craig, who played the MI6 most famous spy for 15 years. Here's what Aaron Taylor Johnson could look like. I don't think that's... I think they're going to make him cut his hair or something like that. I don't think his hair is going to look like that. Obviously, like I said, he was Kick-Ass, he was Quicksilver. He said Eon Productions, which makes the spy thriller films, is on course to start shooting this year. As source said, Bond is Aaron's job should he wish to accept it. The formal offer is on the table. They are writing to hear it. As far as Eon is concerned, Aaron's going to sign his contract in the coming days, and they can start preparing for the big announcement. So this is really, really interesting. It's not too much information. This is still like you said, that is a terrible pick. But Aaron Taylor Johnson is really great casting. I think a lot of people felt like it might not be great casting and was not too sure about the character, but I think that he's a great actor. He has The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling coming up soon, so he's gonna have that. Obviously, he's gonna have Craven coming out this year. If Fall Guy does well, who knows? We might get a sequel to that. If Craven actually is a decent movie on the level of like a Venom film, we may get a Craven franchise. So he might be on the cusp on moving up in terms of big pictures and getting into stuff. If Craven hits, this is going to be a great decision for them. If Craven does not hit, then it's going to look really weird. But I think he can be a great James Bond. I think that he has the chops. I think he has the emotional range. I think he has, because I think with James Bond, you have to have some level of British attractiveness. And I specifically want to say British attractiveness, that you need to make that work. And I think he has it. So we'll see. I'm excited for it. Let me know in the comments down below if you're excited to see if Aaron Taylor Johnson actually is going to be James Bond. I feel like when they make these rumor posts that it's closer than we think, but who knows? Because obviously this is just a rumor right now. It's not really official source, but it's been floating around for like the last 2 years. Let's see what the live chat has to say. I think it would be fantastic casting. Nice. Like you said, that was a terrible pick. He was great in Tenet. I don't really remember him. I know he was in Tenet, but he didn't really do much in Tenet. He dies in Fall Guy. That's true, but we don't know how long he's in the movie before he dies. And we don't know. That could be a red herring. Maybe he's not really dead. Craven will not hit. You don't know that, have you seen with T? It's possible. Look, people thought Venom wasn't going to hit, and it did. I know Morbius and Madame Web didn't, but it's possible that Craven will. I'm definitely interested in seeing Aaron Taylor Johnson as Bond. I think he could be a good after seeing him in Bullet Train. Yep. He did die. Yeah, he dies a lot. He does die a lot. He died in Bullet Train. He died in Avengers. He didn't die in Kick-Ass, thankfully. He said, yes, I do. You don't know. He was in Tenet. Yeah, he was in Tenet. He was one of the soldiers helping with the final mission. Venom was a bad movie. But it was a successful one. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people love that film. So I'm just going based off the popularity and saying like it could hit for people. You think it's a bad film, but majority obviously doesn't because it got a sequel. I definitely think Craven will do pretty good. We'll see. You know, a lot of people are talking about Craven from the video game, so that's going to be really, really interesting. I like him. I think he's cool. Yeah. So let's move on to the next topic.